Hey guys, this is Bharadwaj with Fonearena.com, and today I have the unboxing of the brand new, just launched Nokia Lumia 625. So this is Nokia's latest device with a 4.7-inch screen aimed at the phablet market. You may have read our blog recently. We just posted the news that over 25% of the devices, 25% of the smartphones that sold in the last quarter were phablet devices with screen sizes more than 5 inches. So that's exactly Nokia's concern, and they want to attack that market. So that's why the Lumia 625 exists. This is actually an upgrade over the 620 and has very similar specs. So let's go through the box and the box contents, and then let's look at the device. So first, the box it's pretty normal Lumia style box. Over at the back you can see a bit of show off of specs. The 520 doesn't have Dolby stereo, so this one has. You can see that difference. This is running on a Snapdragon processor, the MSM 8930. That's actually an upgrade from the MSM 8227 on the Nokia Lumia 620. And otherwise, you don't have much. It runs on Windows Phone 8 and nothing much. So this is a huge screen phone and it's aimed at video. So that's why you have the video thumbnail here. Let's open up the box. This is actually a UK retail unit. And we have the green colored one, which looks quite nice. This is the device over here on the top. Let's open the wrapper, and as you can see, pretty reflective screen. It doesn't have the clear black display, highly reflective screen, but we'll take a look at the device later. The green looks really nice and the device feels nice in the hands. Let's take a look at the box contents. Over at the top of the box you have instructions to tell you how to open the back of the device. The back is actually removable, but it doesn't have a replaceable battery. That's how you remove the back, but we'll show it to you anyway. This is the user guide. Pretty normal, no need to look into it. And opening up the box, you already have three accessories, the three main accessories. This is actually the UK unit like we told earlier. So you have the UK pin charger, micro USB, direct travel adapter. Unlike just the adapter, you have the wire too, and you have a very small micro USB cable that connects to laptops. Nokia used to skimp on the data cable size before, and they have done it again with the Lumia 625. This is the first time I'm seeing the small cable back. And of course you have a very normal set of earphones, no in-ear and just headset. This is what you get with the 522, so pretty normal stuff there. So that's it for the box contents. You don't have anything else here. So this is the device itself, pretty huge device and actually weighs a lot. This weighs 159 grams if the specs are to go by, and it is 9.1 millimeters thick, which is not bad for this phone, but still hefty in today's terms, especially with the 159 grams weight. So anyway, that was just the first impression. When you take it in your hand, it feels kind of heavy, but still built robust and pretty nice actually. Pretty huge screen, 4.7 inches, and the bezels are actually really thin on the sides. It has a curved display, as you can see from here, very slightly curved, so that makes it for a really nice look. We have the green color here, which we really like, and is of the dual shot type. So it is actually white inside and transparent green outside, and that's why it brings a very vibrant color, pretty bright vibrant color to the phone. That's quite nice. So let's go through the hardware walkthrough of it. Over at the front you have the 4.7-inch WVGA display, which is just 480 by 800 resolution. Over at the bottom of the display you have the three Windows Phone capacitive shortcuts, Windows Start button, Bing search button and the back button. Over at the top of the display you have the front facing camera, which is just VGA, and of course you have the couple of sensors which are nicely covered in the bezel and they don't show up. And over here you have the earpiece, of course. Over at the top of the phone you have the 3.5 mm audio jack, which can connect to all the new accessories from Nokia. Over at the left you have nothing, and over at the right you have the volume rocker, the power lock switch, and the two-step camera button. Over at the back you have the camera itself. It's a 5 megapixel unit. It can record 1080p videos, which is an upgrade from the 620, which can only record 720p videos, and yes, it can play back 1080p videos too. You have a single LED flash and the Nokia logo here, which you can see casts a shadow inside it. So that's how we found out it's a dual shot case. And then you have the loudspeaker here at the bottom, pretty small speaker, but let's see how it is. Over at the bottom you have the micro USB port. So opening it up is actually pretty easy. Just open it from the micro USB port. So that's it, that's how it comes out, and that's the back of the device. So taking a look at the back, you can see that you have the SIM card slot here. And that's about it. You have the SIM card slot and the micro SD card slot stacked upon each other. If you can look closely here, these ports are actually stacked on top of each other. In fact, the bottom one is the micro SD card slot, and then you have the SIM card slot, which is micro SIM. This is the battery actually, and it is not removable, unfortunately. That's one step backward from the 620, but otherwise this device is pretty nicely built. The covers are replaceable, and that's an interesting proposition because all the recent Lumias have this property or sort. So we have heard from Nokia that these covers actually sell a lot, especially for the 520 and the 501. So probably that is one differentiating factor with the Lumia 625's hardware. So that was the hardware walkthrough of the Lumia 625. Other hardware aspects include the RAM, which is 512 MB, just like the 620 and the 720 and the 520. And you have 8 gigabytes of internal storage, just like the 720. And of course, you have the micro SD card slot too, which can expand up to 64 gigabytes. So that's a quick hardware walkthrough of the Lumia 625. Let's power this on. This is going to be the first boot and see how Windows Phone 8 works. Just reminding you that this phone runs on Windows Phone 8 with the Amber update. But does it have all the features of the Amber update? Let's find out. That's Windows Phone there. Just boot it up. Let's get started. So the display is actually okay. Actually, the 4.7 inch with 800 by 480 resolution makes it a bit not resolution worthy. I mean, the PPI is just too low. You can actually see the pixels even in the video right now. If you still feel that you cannot see the pixels, turn it up to 1080p. You will definitely see the pixels here on the text. So that's a bit of a problem. We have already seen some 4.7 inch WVGA devices on Windows Phone, just like the HTC Titan, for example, which never appeared in India, but that was a huge phone that released worldwide. So that's already there, but still this is Nokia's first 4.7 inch phone. Consider the fact that its flagships also have just a 4.5 inch phone. So that's certainly a first for Nokia, the first 4.7 inch Nokia phone. A quick size comparison with the 925 now. The 925 has a 4.5 inch screen. That's the 925 there. So if you take a look at the size comparison, both are really similar. So on the sides, you can see that the 925 is slimmer, but the 625 is no slouch there. It's also as slim, and the overall proportions seem very similar, which is kind of nice because this has actually a bigger screen than the 925. Even the backs, they fit perfectly. That's a quick size comparison with the 925, to get you an idea of how the 625 actually is. Back after the reboot, let's go into the settings and see what the Amber update actually brings. Going into the settings and seeing the extras plus info will show you that the device is running on the Amber update. Yes, this device and the countless other Windows Phone 8 devices that are in the market right now are running on the Amber update. The Amber update enables a lot of features like the smart camera, that smart camera app that we recently demoed. If you have not seen that video, do check it out in the link below. And going into the About page will show you that the OS version is actually newer, 8.0.10328.78, and the firmware revision number is 3046, which is actually newer. But unfortunately, this phone does not have the glance screen or the double tap to wake options like on the 925. That's one bummer, because we really expected Nokia to bundle those stuff inside the Lumia 625. That's not going to happen. You can see that it has the sunlight readability, battery saver brightness, and the color profile, but moving into touch, you can see that it has only the touch sensitivity options and not the glance screen or the double tap to wake options. So that's one thing. But going into the audio, you can see that the audio has Dolby settings, which is good, which is pretty similar to the 620, because the 620 had the same. And also one interesting thing is that the call SMS filter that is there on the 925 is missing on the 625, but we heard from Nokia that it's coming in an update soon. So that's one thing. Let's show you the call options here. That's the call plus SMS filter, which enables call blocking. That's not yet available on the 625, but we hear it's coming. So that's it. That's it for a quick software overview. But in terms of bundled apps, Nokia has partnered with some of the local players like Flipkart for the flight ebooks. You actually have 11 pre-installed ebooks that automatically downloads when you sign in, 11 bestsellers included in the device. And then you also have something called Your Movies, which actually has 3,000 Hollywood and Bollywood movies, which can be streamed and downloaded onto the device for the first 3 months for free. So unlimited movie downloads on your device. These cannot be copied to the SD card, so that's one tiny issue, because they release the latest films and they install in their own memory and you cannot access it. But you can indeed watch it on the phone for the first 3 months for free, and after that there will be a charge, but they say that will be a tiny charge, and according to the movies. So that's one good thing, because this is actually aimed at the phablet market, and phablet market means watching movies on the large screen. And talking of the screen, you can see that the viewing angles are pretty similar to the ones on the 520. The 620 actually had a great screen. The 720 had an even better screen, but we think the 625 is skimping on the screen. As you can see that the viewing angles are not really great. Pretty similar to the 520, we would say. So that's it for the quick hardware walkthrough and the software walkthrough of 625. Just one quick thought here. DataSense is available. DataSense lets you monitor the data usage, the mobile 3G data usage. So that is DataSense. We'll let you know all the other features later in a specific video. So that's it for the Lumia 625 unboxing and first impressions of hardware and software. Do hit the like button if you like this video, and do subscribe to our channel for more videos like these. Thanks for watching.